Morning.
Right, good morning. On another walk and a talk session.
Walk and talk session. Well, today we want to talk about how happy we are to have 1,000 subscribers.
It's been a long time coming in. Guess how we celebrate in the house? So first of all, when we found out the news, what was the response, Bethel? Go and tell them before I do it myself.
Honestly.
But anyway, Bethel was really happy. She was so chuffed. She had to just, there was a visceral reaction.
So I have a natural tendency to think about the negative things rather than the positive things. So I'll be like, yeah, we have 1,000 subscribers, but we still have like 3,000 watch hours to go.
I don't think you're thinking negatively. I think it's more about because her brain's wired a specific way, which is to think about, well, we've overcome this hurdle, but what are the next 3,000 hurdles that we have to go over? And so what that does is it doesn't actually give you room to celebrate that moment.
Yeah, and Marc was like, can you just celebrate this one first?
Be in the moment, just
and
enjoy
then
it.
we will think about the next one, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
And then I remembered that we could go live because we have 1,000 subscribers and we don't have to go through Zoom, which we were doing on our live sessions, and that didn't work, and that's why we stopped the live sessions because it was just terrible. Like, the quality was so poor. So now we can just go straight onto YouTube Live and
Ta-da!
ta-da, here we
Go on
are
these walks and actually just
in
talk.
Southie Forest and enjoying our morning walk.
So the kids have all gone into nursery school, and so now that we're free, 8 o'clock in the morning, ready by the forest, and so we're just taking a walk. Just going to talk, catch up and find out what's been going on, because obviously last night I finished uni late, so by the time I get home, Bethel's in bed with the kids, and it's like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. This is the time that we get to actually just catch up and find out where we're at and what's going on.
Yeah, so last night was like your last actual night going to uni.
Yeah.
And you're going to be finishing soon for the year, aren't you?
Yep, the foundation systemic therapist.
How are you feeling about that?
I feel great. I think it's been a lot of hard work, because this is the first time ever that I've missed a Tuesday service day, church service day. So it was quite a difficult thing to process to begin with, just to think that actually with the responsibilities that I have, I'm going to be missing church. Yeah. Because that's something that really feeds into who I am.
That's been hard for you.
So I had to process that. Obviously, with Bethel's
you make
help,
up for
it was
though.
Yeah.
Like the next day, you always watch the service back and something like that, so you don't really miss the content.
But I think it was really helpful to know that this is a seasonal thing. It's not a long-term thing. It's just a seasonal thing. And so for the time being, that's what needs to happen. And so that really gave me kind of peace of mind. And the fact that, like you just said, being on top of things and continuing to listen to the sermons even when I'm outside, when I get my free time and stuff, and catching up with the services, that's been great.
Yeah, and sometimes, we even recorded song services. People don't even know they're recordings, because we do Tuesdays on online. So sometimes he'll pre-record the song service, but he'll do it in real time, hello everyone, how are you doing today? Let's just pray. And then people don't know that it's actually
recorded. People don't know the difference, to be fair, yeah. That's true.
But yeah, so you've still been doing your part.
Yeah.
And obviously we've had mega support from David, Sarab.
Yeah, and the rest of the tech team.
And the rest of the team. Who've been
Whoop,
covering
whoop to
for
you guys.
So that's been really good.
Yeah.
Really
and also I think shout out to Bethel Rose, who has done an extraordinary job in running the fort while in my absence, looking after the kids and just managing. I think it's always, if you're in ministry, you'd understand this, because they say, when people go to preach, the church doesn't actually realise just how much the family has had to kind of shift and move around to accommodate that and facilitate that.
Try not to argue.
But yeah, shout out to.
I was actually starting to enjoy my Tuesday evenings, to be honest.
What, in my absence?
Having time away from Marc.
No, that's needed though, to be fair.
But to be fair, and then you came home yesterday and you were like, oh my gosh, the house is sparkling. What happened? I was home alone yesterday when the kids were at school and
I felt a little bit
nursery.
lost, actually. I was like, is this the right house?
So I was able to do some tidying up and just have some alone time to think and process, and made a nice meal, and yeah.
Yeah. So we're looking to buy a gimbal. My arm really hurts right now. So if anybody's sponsoring a gimbal, you can send it our way.
Sponsor this video by giving us a gimbal.
Yeah, exactly, because my arm hurts. I got my arm stretched out.
His arm has to go now.
But
we're going to go and enjoy the rest of our walk. 100% would recommend walks, guys, at any point of your day that fits in. You get to see
so this is an actual forest, and let me just turn the camera so you can actually see what it's like.
Can you? Oh yeah, great.
So it's a full-on one of those, what do they call it, England forestry. So it stretches out for miles. There's deer in here, there's all kinds of birds. If you actually listen carefully, I mean, you probably won't hear it because you haven't got a great microphone.
Quiet.
But there's all sorts of birds. You can hear them chirping away. And look how much those trees just tower up to the sky. So you got like thousands of trees in this place. And the tree and the sun just sipping through the trees. There we go. And yeah, so.
All right, see you later, guys. Have a great morning.